Mark Stein is a best-selling author and an expert on classified sexual encounters. He joins us tonight to declassify this story. Mark Stein, it's great to see you. What do you make of Eric Swalwell's classification standards here?
Well, yes, I hadn't actually thought that bumping into Dana Rohrabacher is actually the very definition of a spy. But on that basis, bumpity, 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 bumpeting, I think it was a dance craze in the 70s called Doing the Bump. He was doing the bump with this gal all over town, and it's tempting to be comical about it. I mean, the actual FBI eavesdropping where she's making out with that Ohio mayor in the car, and the mayor says, why are you interested in me? I'm 87 years old and I don't seem your type. And she says, well, I'm interested in improving my English. I believe that actually is from the pre-credit sequence of the 007 film The Spy Who Loved Me, where Roger Moore is putting it to the Soviet double agent, and she says she's always wanted to improve her facility with the English tongue. So there is an aspect of this that is just drawn from the most absurd, heightened notions of spy drama. But at core, there's something serious going on. The FBI, for example, when they find out she's a spy, why don't they turn her? Why don't they just put her in a room in a safe house and say, okay, you're working for us now? Instead, they go to Swalwell and tip Swalwell off that his bumpity bumping with the Chinese spy has come to their attention, and he tells her and she leaves the country. That's actually an FBI scandal and a Swalwell scandal.
Well, that's right.
And what's interesting to me is we have all these checks and balances and none of them work. It's illegal for a foreign national to give $100 to a presidential campaign, but it's not illegal for a Chinese spy to be a bundler for Eric Swalwell and help take him from a know-nothing councilman in San Francisco to the literal Manchurian candidate in the 2020 election. This is a scandal, both for the FBI and for Swalwell too.
So we know that Christine Fung bundled for Eric Swalwell. The extent to which she bundled is classified. Is there some way we can declassify this?
Well, it isn't classified, is it? I mean, basically, Eric Swalwell is asserting that his bumping and bundling is classified. Now, everything is overclassified in this country. As you know, there are over 4 million people with top security clearances. That's the population of New Zealand. Wandering around America with top security clearances is completely ridiculous. But I can tell you that the very one thing that is not bundled is Eric Swalwell's romantic life. That's not classified. That will be the last thing to be classified. Everything is classified now, but the one remaining thing that isn't classified is Eric Swalwell's sex life. The difference between this and the Cold War days, you know, when the minute this came out, and you were linked to espionage and you were on the intelligence committee, you were finished. Like Michael Straight, the American end of the Cambridge spies. He never recovered from that. Swalwell is a disgrace. He's on the intelligence committee. He's been compromised by the Chinese. And in fact, he embodies the way the Democrat leadership has been compromised by the Chinese. Because when you and Miranda were talking about Hunter Biden's laptop, whatever you think that laptop discloses about Biden, you have to know Chairman Xi has a zillion emails and texts even more compromising.
And Nancy Pelosi defended Eric Swalwell remaining on the Intel Committee today. It's hard to believe this is happening, but it is. Mark Stein, great to see you.
Thanks a lot, Tucker.